Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Ready, 52. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Slam, slam, slam.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdown.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Javon Kinlaw has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
Check, 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 check. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. 550, look. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They run. Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down and 6. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Rosas' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Show it. Show it. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Tua, a final shot before half. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action, now it's Tua, and that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On second down, Tua is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Switch.
Looking to pass. Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 9, check 9.
Right back to him on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Bring it around, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
They'll try and run for it on 1st. For the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action with Eason. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Eason to throw, eluding the pressure right. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Play action. It's Eason. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Small.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He's going to let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's the backup Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end.